What's up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be working on a big transformation. Oh geez, hold up. Don't hit the mirror. Don't hit the mirror. Like I was saying, today we're gonna be working on a big transformation over at the warehouse. It's something we've been prepped for like, I don't even know how long we've been there. A year? Over a year? We've been prepped for this since like day 3. And yeah, now we're just finally getting to it. But before we go, everybody say hi to Gunner. Hi, buddy. You haven't been on the channel in a while. How you doing? What's new? Want to tell everybody how life's been? Are you doing all right in quarantine? You good, buddy? You good? Yeah, the tail wagon says you're good. Gonna grab a few supplies here from the house before we leave. Milwaukee cordless miter saw. Milwaukee cordless 18 gauge. Oh, Gunner, that one excited you, huh? Grab a couple of sawhorses. And we have just arrived at the warehouse. I believe Noah is here already. Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy?
Another day, it's actually warming up.
Dude, it's hot today. It's gonna be warm in there. Get ready. What do we got? This is our gear bag here?
Yeah, we got the performance suitcase.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, it's designed for that, exactly.
A little run and gun?
Yeah.
What do you do in children's hospitals?
Yeah, anything for charity.
Oh, well, you got to, you know? So if you guys remember Noah is the graffiti artist that did Brian's hood up underneath. This wall here has been painted probably like the first week that I ever moved into the warehouse. In anticipation, at some point, I'm gonna find a graffiti artist to tag up that wall with just something rad. And well, Noah, are you ready, dude?
I'm ready.
It's a pretty big undertaking.
I'm excited.
I was gonna get you a scissor lift, and then Chris was like, I got some scaffolding, and I'm like, well, that sounds a lot cheaper. Let's just do that. So we do have, I believe this is like Harbor Freight scaffolding, so, you know, you got good balance?
Only the best.
Good. And then we might have built it upside down. And Chris doesn't know where the wheels are, so it's gonna be, yeah.
Hey, it's gotta be light enough, right?
I mean, don't you guys like hang underneath overpasses and paint, allegedly? Like, this is like a great day for you, right? So we do gotta obviously move some stuff over here. We got a little bit of a mess. Golf cart out of the way that at some point, I know we've talked about it for the longest time, we do need to get a tubing bender over here and a welder to actually like build the custom lift kit that we want to do for this thing. Obviously I sold my 40s that were gonna go on it, but I'm sure we could find a wheel and tire company out there that would love to hook that golf cart up with some super sweet tires. Theory, it should just slide over. Probably should have built the scaffolding a little closer, but I wanted to build it out of the way. I don't think it's that heavy. Just let's not drop it on my truck. Don't worry, Noah. Super stable, bro. All right, sorry, Mark DeCola. You're coming down for, you know, the time being, buddy. Don't worry. We'll make sure we get your banner back up. Oh, there's our inspiration. Look, it fits perfectly, buddy. So me and Noah have been going back and forth a few times on some different plans here, so.
It has changed quite a bit. I wanted to go on the graffiti route. This was the original. And understand that this is not a paint shop. This is a workshop.
Like, it does look rad, but one of my big things is, you know, I drive by a lot of graffiti, and most of the time I can't read it. I get it takes like some crazy talent to draw these crazy letters, but I feel like on our wall, like it'd be cool if we could read it. So I was like, no, I know this is hard for you or simplify it, but we took a couple different routes here, so.
Then we went to this one right here, which was like more of like an old school style. I was hoping for that one, but hey, you know what, painted a wall, it's a good day. So we're going with real simple, just straight letters, and we're gonna execute this really clean, really nice.
There you go, and then feel free to embellish it. So what we got, you know, we got a little bit, if you're local, you'll recognize that bridge right there, a little Coronado Bridge. We threw in a lineman because obviously a little blue collar, some palm trees, and wanted the hustle up in the corner with the dollar sign. I don't know, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
feel free to like go crazy, Noah, you know?
Oh no, don't say that.
We've got quite the array of colors today.
All 94 as usual. Good stuff.
Montana, wear the Montana shirt.
Yeah, I gotta rep it.
I noticed in the last video a lot of people were shouting you out for repping Montana.
That's good stuff. That's my favorite stuff. We got a little Montana tattoo.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's dedication, guys. Look at that.
Hold on. In my blood.
Hold on. That's this color right here. Kinda. Sort. Look at that.
Yeah. If you're ever in Sacramento, go to Fat Cat in North Highlands. Ask Raymond. Killer tattoos.
So while Noah's getting prepped back there, you guys will be happy to know it only took me this long, this many dead batteries, and the other day when I came to start the BBB, it was dead again. I said, you know what? We need to order the battery tender. So I did get a battery tender hooked up to the BBB now. Unfortunately, I swear back in the day, battery tender had these longer wire in extensions. Because I remember I used to use these like on my Rhino and stuff, and there was a big enough pigtail on here, you could route it pretty deep into the vehicle. So I might have Sergio make me a custom one of these a little bit longer. The good news is I was actually really worried that this was not gonna save these batteries, or they were too far gone. These are Odyssey batteries, and I've had great luck with Odyssey batteries. So I jump started the truck again 2 days ago, let it run for a solid like 45 minutes, brought it back in, then hooked the battery tender up to it, and it was putting in some work. So the orange light on the battery tender means it's charging. It was charging the entire time I was here, which was probably like 6 hours, and I didn't know if it would ever actually reach like fully charged and then like the float mode. So if you guys don't know what the battery tenders are, is they like properly maintain a battery. They'll let it drain down a little bit, build it back up, let it drain down in a very computer controlled way that it doesn't kill your battery. So to my surprise, I came in the next morning and this thing was actually reading fully charged. Hopefully it's all accurate. And I think we're done with having no start issues on the BBB.
No, I already like it, dude. Like I can read it.
I'll see it like this.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks rad.
No, what do we got? 50 Shades of Blue?
So that's what we got for the doing like the fill. We can do a really nice gradient with it. So I remember you saying like teal is kind of your color.
Yeah.
So there's kind of your base, and then I was gonna make it go a little bit darker and almost give it like a metallic look. So,
I'm down for that.
In the very beginning, I wanted just like a giant American flag on that wall somehow. And then we've been like, let's go a little more artsy with it, a little more stylistic. We're actually gonna mimic our American flag workfork decal to an extent. Noah's gonna get crazy with the letters here and the shading and the coloring and all that. One of the things I wanna do for Noah is I really wanna make it feel authentic, like we're on the side of the freeway. So kind of like, you know, underneath the overpass, it ain't flat. We got this nice piece of plywood here, slanted at an angle. We're going for authentic, Noah, you know?
This looks like a lot of fun, buddy.
it is too much fun. That's why I'm doing it every day.
Man, we got a fat tip on that.
Yep.
That's a shader right there.
Big old softball cap on this one.
It's still a trip how quick this stuff just dries.
Yeah, it's like I said, I think it's the best paint on the market. Like you got other brands, and I do like them, but as far as the medium for the price, like this isn't the cheapest paint, but it's still not terribly expensive.
One of the cool things about you know, having Noah do his thing is I was like, kind of had the general direction in my mind of what I wanted, and then like let him do his artistic flair here on like the gradient with the shiny wave. What do we call it, Noah?
Shiny wave works.
Shiny wave, all right.
Now, one of the crazy things, if you guys have ever seen like graffiti done, is it looks like, you know, like you're trying to really envision it right now, but once they throw that thick black outline on anything, it's like amazing how quickly it all comes together. It's like, oh, now I see why there was lines and hashes and stuff and everything everywhere.
Oh, we're getting to my favorite part.
Yep, patriotic. Tends to happen here.
a little patriotic around here. Oh, we're changing it up this time. We're going freehand on the stars.
Yeah, we got a flat space, bigger too with that hood. Man, that uneven surface was it was fun.
So good, dude.
Yeah, so when we do the silhouettes of the bridge and the alignment, it'll pop away more if there's like kind of like a misted look in the background.
That's my favorite part right here, Noah.
Yeah, we're getting the details in there.
That's it. Getting everything nice and lined up. You also got to do a lot of remembering of where all you put stuff where.
Yeah,
huh?
it's just like, especially when you're being up close to it, it's so hard to see, and then you step back and you're like, oh.
Looks good, dude. I'm glad we decided to go with the gray on the flag background. Really stands out. Seriously, love the black outline, dude. I don't know why. It's like the sickest part of the whole thing.
I told you that. Let's get that black in there. It turns into something different.
Oh my god, it looks super cartoonish. Like that's the look I like about that.
Noah's absolutely killing it. I mean, obviously this is just like the first half of it. Then we got to build the scaffold again and go higher. Phase 1 is done.
We're up to level 2, Noah.
So to get that silhouette effect, obviously we're on a black wall. Noah's doing like a misting of the color on there, and then we're gonna come back in, well, where he's gonna come back in with the black, and it's gonna give it like that ghosted in silhouette figures in the background. But we're gonna affectionately call those the In-N-Out trees. Noah is done with those. For all you Whataburger fans out there, if you've ever seen In-N-Outs, they always have the double arching palm trees out front, and it's on, I think, all their cups and everything.
Now Noah's working on the Coronado Bridge over there. So our bridge is done. We got our other In-N-Out trees done. We got our homage to linemen done, just ghosted in right there. I really like that. That turned out really sick. Next, we're gonna move to, this one's gonna be a little more impromptu because we don't really have a too big of a plan. We're gonna try and make a little neonish hustle sign over there.
I go over anything like ranch, facts. Think I want a yacht and a ranch, yes. Hit the boulevard and hit my dance. Everybody wanna be a boss, but they can't. But they motherfucking can't. I go over anything like ranch. Headed to my old hoes, bon voyage like I'm in France. Hey, now I eat hors d'oeuvres and get them served at my events. Hey, fuck up my face, please and thank you in advance. Hey, hey, I'm like, hey, yeah, you know the game. Ice all in my veins, bitch ain't nothing changed. I got money in the bank, in a Roth IRA. Put the drinks on my tab and the bitch on my lap. And oh yeah, I go over anything like ranch. Facts, think I want a yacht and a ranch. Yes, hit the boulevard and hit my dance. Everybody wanna be a boss, but they can't. But they motherfucking can't.
I go over everything like ranch, going up across the map, heating up like climate change. Hold on, touch the thermostat.
Kill this, dude. Like, that looks so rad.
That's fun with it.
I'm glad to finally get some color up in the shop. This just looks so sick.
Super clean. Make sure you guys go give Noah a follow on Instagram. I'll put a little something over there. 916 Noah 1998. There you go. Yeah, it'll be on the screen somewhere. But yeah, go check out all of his other artwork. This is rad, dude. I mean, like, I just want to have you do all the walls in here now. I want to feel like I'm in like an urban jungle.
Like I said, just let me know. Like a nice little photo set for the trucks.
Right? Well, look what the cat drug in. Oh, yep. Sanitize. Drink a little bit of the hand sanitizer first. Oh, it's good stuff. It's still strong, dude. Yeah, it is a work truck. All right, first impressions. Hold on, don't look at it. Keep walking.
Get high back here?
It is a little bit of fumes back here, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, I'm a lot more cheerful today.
Let's see.
Damn.
What do you think?
That shit's sick.
Right? A huge thank you to Noah.
That's a lot of colors.
It is a lot of colors, yeah. It got a little wild. Well, now that the easy work is done for the day, it's time to really get down to some real work. I'm just kidding. That was a lot of work. Noah killed it, buddy. If you guys remember
this stack of 1x and 2xs that have been sitting in the front of Work Fort Ward headquarters 2.0 over here for the longest time. Pretty much in the worst possible spot. You have to hop over this, then hop back over. It's crazy to get in and out of here.
I think it's time we actually start burning through some of that wood. Build what I was planning on building. So if you guys remember, the extra bedroom over at my house used to be World Headquarters 1.0, and that was where we did all of our shipping and everything out of, and it was a big office space. Well, obviously now that everything has moved over here, that no longer exists. And one of the things we're gonna do with it is we're gonna make it like a big walk-in closet. And I don't wanna bolt a bunch of stuff to the walls, because I actually made that place nice with the shiplap and painted all the walls, and everything's just really nice in there. So I would hate to undo that, and then we end up moving in the next like 8 months, and now we gotta like fix all the holes in the walls and pull out this closet that nobody probably wants because they want the extra bedroom. So I decided we're gonna go with a freestanding wooden closet setup here. Now this is not my design. I found this online. Again, I just wanted something super simple. This is super simple. It's just made out of all 1xs and 2x4s. So basically the main supports you can see here, pretty well broken down. There's your 2x4s, your nice 1xs. And once you get that all built to whatever size and specs that you want, you can come in and throw your slats in for your shelving, whatever. Eventually there's gonna be a closet rod that'll go right there and right there. Typically I like to pre-finish stuff like this because it's just really a lot easier to finish everything in long straight lines and then assemble it versus trying to get into like corners of stuff that you built. But being that I don't have any stain and I don't really want to go to Home Depot, I think we're actually gonna build it first in pieces. That way I can transport it to my house and then assemble it there. But we'll build it in pieces here, stain it here, transport it to my house, assemble it. One of the other good things about this project is it is pretty affordable and cheap. I think you can do it for under a couple $100 depending on really the type of wood that you want to use. Being that there's going to be some that are more visible than others, like the face that you're gonna see here, I decided those should all be a little bit higher quality wood, whereas all the shelving slats that are gonna end up covered in shoes and clothes or whatever, we won't spend a crazy amount of money on those 1x4s. So here's two different options from Home Depot just to give you an idea of quality. This here is a Select Pine, which usually ends up being straighter, denser, cleaner, a lot less knots, while this right here at Home Depot is a common board. As you can see, the amount of knots in it. Usually these are stacked in Home Depot. They're a lot more aggressively thrown in and they're all kinds of beat up. Obviously, you always want to like really look through your wood at Home Depot, make sure you get the good stuff. So anybody that works at Home Depot, I'm sorry, but I'm the guy that stands in the aisle for a really long time sorting all the 2x4. In the essence of keeping it simple, I'm gonna use the measurements that are off of this plan. Obviously the width-wise, that's gonna be to my own measurement of wall-to-wall space that I have. Well, got all the vertical pieces cut to our 81.5 dimension.
we're now going to be cutting the 2x, which is the material that spans in between them and locks everything together. One of the things that will make your life an absolute dream, if you're gonna be cutting a bunch of repetitive stuff, set yourself up a little jig, super easy, little block of wood, clamp on your miter saw. The one thing you gotta be careful of is you are now creating a bind point between the saw blade and your piece, because obviously it is wedged in. So what I like to do is the off cut, I always have a little bit of pressure that way once the blade is right about to go through. That way you don't create any weird binding issues and have the saw go crazy on you and chop your hand off. Another little time saver you can do, and again, to kind of keep with consistency, is we're gonna be spacing all of these boogers 5 inches off the ground. So I just made me a little 3.5 inch block here. Always label your block so you know you're using the right one. And I'm just gonna use this to now lay on the bottom of my board here, mark it, and now you know where your 2x4 goes, and you can just run this along. Now, unfortunately, I don't have all of my woodworking tools here at the warehouse. A lot of them are in the toolbox in my truck, which hasn't been put back in my truck yet. So I'll grab all the stuff that we need to finish and hopefully some stain tomorrow, and we can actually like get the majority of that done. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're back, day 2. Just finished filling up the old OBS. Now in the rest of the world, gas is practically free. Where I'm at, they said, nope, you're still paying $3.80 a gallon for diesel. I don't know, but I'd hate to see what that guy just paid to fill up that big old boat. Good news is, lumber store, hardware store, whatever you want to call it, good to go. We had a couple different options here, some stain that we're gonna try. We got our good buddy Brian that just showed up.
What's up?
What are you doing here, buddy?
Huh?
What are you doing here?
What said he was coming over?
You needed help washing his truck?
No, I'm not gonna help him.
Are you sure?
I've been giving him shit though.
Yeah, I mean, he told me he was coming here today to wash his truck, and then he invites you here. Looks like he found that new detailer he was looking for, huh? So I went ahead and sanded a couple of little pieces here just to do some tests on the 2 different stains that we got. And just a quick warning, if you guys are ever using anything oil-based, this is no joke. Like, I had always heard stories of stuff spontaneously combusting on job sites from like oil-soaked rags. Never believed it, and then I saw it on a job site. And yeah, that is actually true. Very chocolatey here. A little too chocolatey, I'm thinking. Get a little bit of this color. The room is very gray and white, so I'm trying to go with like a nice brown to kind of offset and accent everything. Now I'm kind of liking the expensive one there. This one's almost looking a little too black.
I told Wes.
I don't know. I heard you say you weren't gonna wash his truck. You're over here detailing the mats for him.
Well, I told him he can't sell freaking dirty ass mats.
So I'm gonna quickly go through, give everything a quick sand. The 2x4s are getting a little bit more time, but don't go crazy trying to get framing grade 2x4s to look like furniture grade 2x4s. Just give them a quick sand. This project's kind of more like a rustic weekend build. If you want to get real crazy on the furniture, go to like an actual hardwood store and get like real premium material. I mean, I know some guys will remill like Home Depot style stuff to make it really nice, but yeah, we're not gonna do that. So Wes just screamed that we had to run outside. What, it's making sparks.
I swear.
All right, I think you're...
All right, so whenever there's like a paint chip spot, it's no shit like blue lightning bolts. I kid you not, dude. Look. It's like a taser. Now my paint's gonna be off in a week, but that shit's making blue lightning bolts.
It's gotta be the static, right?
That high pressure water or something. I don't know.
Slowly but surely, we are making our way through staining everything. I absolutely hate this part of any project. I just want to build. I hate all the prep work, getting everything pre-stained. But one of the things I am doing is on these vertical pieces, which are going to be really all the pieces that you're going to be seeing, which are all of these on the drawing there. I'm only doing the insides of them. So the backside here, we are keeping unstained. And the reason being is we're going to be countersinking screws to attach all this together and then going over top with wood filler to fill all the screw holes. So I don't want to pre-stain it, drill it, put some wood filler, then have to re-stain over top, and everything just starts getting darker than the rest of the project. Now the bad news for the day is I don't have enough of my shelf pieces here that I thought I had, which are going to be the full 9-foot width pieces here. I didn't exactly have this rendering with me when I bought everything, so I ended up about 4 or 5 short. Everybody has left for the day. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark out. This is unfortunately as far as we're gonna get today because I gotta jump in and start doing all the work for it orders to go out first thing in the morning. Plus, technically the stain is supposed to take 6 hours to dry. I think it's dry enough. I would start assembling it, but being that we need 5 more of the bigger 1x4s, we'll just hold off on that until tomorrow until we can get more. So here's to a 3-day video. Later. Well, day, I don't know at this point, 14, 64,
22. We've got the last couple of pieces of 1x that I forgot to calculate in.
All of our stained 1x should be dry by now, and I'm not gonna lie, this is actually darker than I was hoping it would be. I was hoping it would be more like that color, like on a little test sample. It ended up being just a little dark for my taste.
But at this point, there's no going back.
So I'm gonna cut these down to the 9 foot, which will match those right there, stain them up.
And then let's just start assembling as much as we can assemble here. Obviously, these 9 footers can't go on until we get it to my house, which I don't know if that's gonna happen today. Done getting everything assembled. We've got a little commercial interruption here.
Where's he at?
Back up on the ramp.
Oh, he wants to put the ramp? Let me show. Let's see. What do we got going on here?
Still under construction.
Dang. You're just gonna, did you drive it here with your reservoirs just flopping around?
Of course. Like I said, it's under construction.
I mean, a zip tie, you know?
I'm here to borrow some zip ties.
Oh, all right.
It's just went from a 4-banger to a 6-banger now.
I mean, I think the wire's supposed to be in the loom, you know?
Hey man, it's not done yet.
What axles are these?
It's a 14 bolt in the rear and the heavy duty Dana 44 in the front. It's got 513s in the rear.
Nice.
Yeah, with the Dana 300 twin stick.
Hey, look at that custom drive shaft we just got in. Tom Wood drive shaft.
Woo! I mean, look, from like here to there, the thing's beautiful.
That's what I said. I'm working on it.
All right, yeah, work your way forward.
And then my custom dash, I still got to get new gauges because they're old now, but laser cut dash, real nice, flat. Not a lot of Jeeps are running these.
Come look at the fuel cell, dude.
Dang.
So he painted the whole axle, but he didn't paint the diff cover.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get it powder coated.
So I don't know.
Jeez.
I don't know.
Hold on.
He's gonna 4-link the front. So
Something right
And
now.
you drove this? Dude? Yeah, that looks like oil.
it smells like diff oil or transportation.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to rebuild the 300.
Hey, first gear like revved out at like 10 miles an hour. Hey, it started to spin.
It's right. Alright, it's staying right here.
All right, guys, well, unfortunately, we've kind of run out of time. I'm gonna let this sit overnight, let everything that we just stained today dry. We ended up, I know I originally talked about
Face drilling everything and then using wood filler and all that.
well, Dave called me and ended up talking me out of being lazy and told me, go get your Craig jig and
Pocket drill everything, so everything's got pocket screws in it. That way you don't see any screws anywhere on the entire project, and I'm gonna cut a piece of 1x4 to go on the back right here, that way that hides those screws. So this is pretty much the concept. It's gonna get a closet rod right there on either side, so you'll have 2 closet rods plus your shelving in the middle. Obviously, I just kind of mocked this up because this thing has to be taken to my house in pieces, so none of these long boards are attached right now. It's just the middle ones. Chris, test it out, buddy. Jump on it. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing screwed down. Don't jump on it yet.
So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that way you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workfortapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn.